I'm an idiot, and I, instead of like stopping recording and restarting it for the past 2 bits, I just hit pause before I realized it. So that's basically me one big mixed. I'm not gonna be bothered to split it up. The fucking rendering time will take forever. So well, the DJ Max and Under Night One are bound together. Maybe I'll split it up. I haven't yet. No, it's still sitting here, or sitting there rather, to be started and give a whirl. Story is separate from the main game. Interesting. The other ones just kind of let you whirl in a bit of the story. Real friggin' easy on the first one, the first two. Fair enough. Does it then spike hard, or is it just okay? If it's, at least it's like starts picking up is nicer than spikes through the ceiling at least. I think this is more just gonna be walking around staring at how beautiful everything is, because based on that, the whole like this is get you used to the Brave and default system. I already have a fair bit of familiarity with that, 2 games in. That's negatively, so it's a very portable oriented game, is it?
Gloria of Musa, at your service.
That's right, there was no language options. I would generally always prefer to play these in like the Japanese one. The Square Enix's like English voice acting ping pongs back and forth from like best in the industry to some of the most embarrassingly worst. Like, if you haven't, like, go see if you, like, I think there was a tweet I saw, I don't think I retweeted it, but it was like an example of what is hard, cripplingly bad Trials of Mana's English voice acting is, because it doesn't take account for even, like, the way the cutscenes look and the character body language in it or anything. It also just sounds bad.
Seth, good to meet you.
Alrighty, Elvis is the name.
Elvis.
Oh, hi. I'm Madame.
I wonder how many of these are like actually UK voice actors or actors, and how many of them are just American ones trying accents. God, that looks good. The encoding, of course, is choking. Like next month, hopefully, I'll be able to replace that with a proper graphics card, not graphics card, capture card, like a motherboard one. This is a little portable one's doing my head in. Or at least a beefier external unit. One of the two. Obviously.
So, this is Savalon. Crossing that desert was pretty tough going. You okay, Gloria?
They do have the cutscene style in the 3DS one down, which I at least appreciate, because they look quite nice. Same thing LL does. So there's no character level. Global party, ooh. That's actually really nice. A global party level, so you can just swap anyone in and out, is actually like really nice.
Oh, I've been through far worse.
My
And
suffering
besides,
is better than
it's
your
not me we
suffering.
should be worrying about. To see dear old Savalon half submerged like this is, well, it's a shock, to say the least.
Water crystal up to antics, is it?
Because of one of the crystals, right?
It would seem so, yes. The water crystal is here. I'm certain of it.
Probably a safe bet.
Whoa, it's a wee bit sweaty around these parts, eh? I could do with a little something to wet the old whistle.
I really wish for like I've mentioned it a lot, like a feature where you can set the voice dub track by character. So just put everyone else into like Japanese. I would just leave Elvis as he is, because I feel like that would just enhance the experience. Just, you know, just in ways that being one whole track or the other wouldn't.
A little something from the tavern, you mean?
Where else?
Now there's a fine suggestion. You're a woman after my own heart.
I was half hoping he would just go nah and then just plunge his head into like the lake behind him.
Lead on, lassie. The first round's on me.
I mean, if you got all this water about, why not?
I hate to break it to you, but we have more important things to be getting on with.
I don't know about stuttering, but like the encoding is like shitting itself here and there,
Just think,
as it
though,
always does.
the first drink will taste all the sweeter once we've done something to earn it.
You can just see like the bits of like fabric detail on their clothes, like especially on Elvis's Elvis scarf and Adele's scarf. It's just one of those things. It's like, man,
Aye. I suppose you're
the
right.
technological jump is such
Well,
a
let's
help.
take care of business first. Then we can get down to some serious pleasure.
He really does make it too easy.
Hey guys. So, you find anything out?
Aye. I ran into a chatty local who was more than happy to spill the beans in exchange for a few coins.
It was
eh?
funny because like OpenReach, who you know manage the like UK's, I say UK's, the broadband network set up by BT. OpenReach is the part of BT. They manage like just the main, I guess, broadband network, I should say, and they noted that at worst was this like daytime use increased by 20%, but it never exceeded the normal levels for evening time use. So all you see over in America where people like there's all this chatter about like you should use less internet because the broadband will be destroyed for everyone. It's kind of like if you had a functioning, you know, like at least semi-functioning broadband market and industry and infrastructure, no, it wouldn't.
Seems the place suddenly started filling up with water about 2 years ago.
Everyone was delighted at first. They thought it was a blessing,
Desert
in
time, I
fact.
suppose.
But then the water level just kept rising, and as you can see, now half the city is submerged.
Has the crystal been funked for 2 years
Only
then?
fish and waterfowl will be able to live here if this carries on.
It would seem that Savalon's troubles began at around the
Guess
same
so.
time the crystals were stolen from my kingdom. One of them was brought here. There is no doubt about it.
Sure seems that way, huh? Alright then. Let's split up and try to find out some more about what's been going on.
I'm convinced they gave like Seth a little. I mean, I guess part of it is he's meant to be like a seafarer because he washed up on a beach, but I'm convinced they gave him that belt and gave the other one scarves just to flaunt the fabric, and gave Gloria a cape just to again flaunt, you know, like fabric visuals and shit like that. Fair enough. All right. There's a wee bit of a way to how you move in turns, which doesn't actually matter in a game like this, but it does just stand out as a curious choice. And it does just speed up a bit. What is your deal anyway? Who's got what? Broadsword. Oh, better dagger. Probably should give that too. Yeah, she also would use it. Yeah, whatever. He's a wizard. Roughly. Like, they weren't as... Do you see, like, you can sort of tell, like, some of these are, like, vaguely 3D objects and shit. The 3DS ones looked rather like this, and, but they were more... Yeah, the menu is way more stylized. Like, this is... This is being able to do this, like zoom out this far, is new as far as I remember as well. I guess that's a good reference point. The 3DS game looked like the backgrounds looked more like this, only of course you know you were actually zoomed in and could see where you're walking. They were more like one concrete pre-rendered image, I suppose, in the style of like the PS1 Final Fantasies and stuff in particular, I guess is the best way to put it, but only, you know, a lot smoother, looking a lot nicer and being styled more like the ones even older than that. This is like kind of the same, but it's given a lot more depth to like the image and such. Like just in general, there's a lot more depth to the image, and as said, the menu is stylized through the roof. Like all the ornate details and like the stuff in the corner clicking and all that, that's way new. Can we change any of those jobs at all? I guess. I suppose the better answer is should we? Vanguard is the sub. Light mage is sub. Can we see? We can. That's handy. Yeah, I believe is gonna be yep, status cure, protect is physical. That's handy. That actually is very handy. Early 2000s CRPG menus. I can sort of see that, yeah. Not even sort of, I can see that. Uncanny economy. What here? That's really sick. Very standard. BP by default. Vanguards are gonna be something else. Just curious the physical one. And I guess the physical one is like more used to the Vanguard themselves and shit. Sure, what do you have? Of course, that's what you do. I guess that's him being the main character. No, they all have the freelancer one. Okay. Alright. Yeah, these are all just overworld stuff. Yeah, I worked that out there. Was that the case in the past two games? I actually don't remember. In part because I basically didn't leave anyone as a freelancer until like I had spare like experience to go around, I guess. It wasn't really second at least, okay. And this is increase at target. Alright, yeah, for your friends. They're like, why the fuck did no. Right. Brave heart. We'll fuck with like actually swapping classes around and shit in a bit. I mean, it's either a temple or a market, one of the two. Maybe able to help you. Suppose that's any consequence, is it? Life finds a way. That's Elvis just hanging around. I'm guessing this is part of what they meant by this is a special cut of story. I imagine a lot of this NPC dialogue will be a lot more specific or flavored. In there is where we have to go, I suppose, but... It does look very nice. Like, I am just kind of marveling at how, like, especially the way the water is, like, mapped in with the, I guess, like, more painted looking visuals. Like, it just blends together very well. If there's not, like, if nothing else, Square Enix are just incredibly good at visuals all the time. This cannot continue. Yeah, let's just have a gander. I do like that loading screen. Ah, it's a gambling hall. Okay. Perspective. Alright, let's just actually carry on with it then. Thinking about it, I might, if the render, because I'd have to split the footage like both ways and render both videos separately, so I'm debating if I'll split that VOD or if I'll just use the Twitch versions. We'll see. Hey. 420.
Ah, you are a visitor here, yes? I would
I
be
just
happy to
pillaged
offer
your
you
chest,
a
it's fine.
special rate for the night.
Oh, no thank you. I don't need a room. I was just hoping to ask you a question or two. Have you heard any rumors about a glowing blue stone?
I do not think so, no. My apologies.
I guess it was kind of a long shot. Never mind.
That was a
Sorry to
question, but
bother
what
you.
about two?
Ah, but wait. It may have nothing to do with anything, but I did hear one intriguing little tidbit.
You can also say tidbit.
Everybody here? Good. I just heard something pretty interesting from... So apparently, there's some ruins out in the desert where people said they saw some kind of strange stone.
Interesting. But how do we know it's not just idle gossip?
In the absence of any alternative avenues of investigation, we have little choice but to at least go and take a look, wouldn't you say? Did she tell you where exactly these ruins are to
I just
be found?
noticed the flower on the flower on Elvis's coat.
She said to plot a course south of the city. But we need to be careful. The way I hear it, the place is crawling with monsters.
No, they're entirely new.
You guys ready to do this?
This world is also entirely new. It's kind of like a Final Fantasy thing where it cycles all that out between games. Which is kind of why like it's Bravely Default 2. Like Bravely Second was not, you know, it was not Bravely Default 2 despite being the same world and the same character, well, some of the same characters as Bravely Default 1.
What? We're setting off already? Oh, can we put our feet up for a wee while first? I'm still jiggled after that trek across the desert.
You put your feet up if you must. I, for one, will be heading for these ruins without delay.
You don't let up, do you, Your Highness?
I merely wish to strike while the iron is hot. If our trip to the ruins proves successful, I shall be the first to buy you a congratulatory beverage.
It's not an offer you should make, I feel like.
There's an offer I can't refuse. Let's get cracking.
You're even better at pulling his strings than I am.
All right. Let's make sure we're well prepared. There'll be no beverages for anybody if we don't make it back in one piece.
Yeah, Bravely Second kind of had like that solved for like 3 of its 4 characters. Were like, 2 of them were new, and one of them was a previous character from like the first game. One of the main characters of the first game but he had fallen into like magical hell coma between games. So, you know, he had lost everything in that hell coma. And then the fourth character is shown to be like quite talented, like skilled with the sword and powerful and all, but she just doesn't have all her shit for, you know, just inexplicably no reason. So it's just kind of like, oh well, that's just how that goes. So almost was there. Really default too, at least having a whole new cast and world doesn't need to explain that between things, which is a nice advantage of the Final Fantasy thing as well. Like also just, you know, cycling out the entire cast and everything else between games. Maybe we shared this set of all the jobs instead of just throwing everyone in as freelancers. Yeah. This is very much like the other games. In the demo, you cannot have more than 3. Fair enough. Or at least the cost can't exceed 3. I don't remember carrying capacity from the past 2 games. I think that's new. A better way. Let's, I mean, we'll do these 2 first, because this is, like, obvious. I'm glad they still have the costumes. She looks like she stepped straight out of, like, fucking... Like, she's a Russian character in a, you know, like a 1960s, 70s thing. She's probably even beyond that. This looks like our outfit from Russia, basically. The hat, mainly. The fun part of the Bravely job system is always everyone's outfits. Might as well have that as your sub still, honestly. I mean, I guess I could give her Black Mage as a sub. I think I will, just for the cheek of it. Let's see. Look set. Yeah. Set that as your main. Okay. I was expecting more of like a, you know, martial arts gi thing, which I think they went for before, but that's also pretty nice. They're using the visual upgrade for like full glamour, and everyone's got like hair decorations and fancy stuff all over them. And oops, that's probably advisable. Oh, that's no point in that, because you're not gonna have a shield. Might as well just leave you freelancer thing. You, what do you got? Oh, look at that. He's got the hat, but well, the hat's more of a fedora. Like a 1930s one, to be fair, not a modern, oh, that's embarrassing one. But he's also got like that sick-ass hood. Look at that. It's the pointed hat of the old Black Mage hats, but as a hood. That's slick as hell. You know, for the cheek of it. So what do we do with you? I guess you'll have to be Vanguard. Shiny armor. These tails. I think I will leave you as freelancer as your sub as well. Buried on the rubble for a while for being saved. That makes sense. Some basic skills, you're still far too weak and you killed powerful dragons in the last game. Just don't explain a thing. Like the Metroid thing where like sometimes you don't have everything, and sometimes Zombies just starts with some of her stuff from the last game just not there, on top of the stuff she's about to lose. Prime 2 was an example of that, where just a lot of the stuff from Prime is just missing. Still haven't bought One Step from Eden. Like that soundtrack E-Link me is like, it is very good. Not just like the ones I listen to, the main theme and Hazel's theme, but some of the rest of it is actually like really good. And pardon me, I'm not considering getting that one at least, but I am like wondering like how much of what I contribute to like the stuff I hate with roguelikes is really just a few bad examples. So who knows, I might give some of them a whirl on one of these. Crash box racing. Finishing Quake's expansions. Fair enough. Yeah, that's... Probably need to go actually buy everyone equipment. Oh, you could probably do with like more armor, but otherwise... You might want a staff? Do you actually want a dagger, or do you want to be like bare-handed? I guess is the thing. Whether the monks want to be bare-handed or not seems like vary from Square Enix game to Square Enix game, honestly. And yeah, you're already kitted for that. Everyone's at level 9 already. Got a bit of beef to them. Sith, oh, their HPs have changed, so they're down a bit. That's fine. Yes, I forgot. You're not going to change your dialogue. I'm only using 2 pieces of starting equipment. Dragon Forged. Okay. I mean, that's ideal, at least. Jenny's still just using pink dress and tiny crown. It's in the aesthetic that cannot die. First. And you're using a broadsword. Mithril sword. We got only 800 though, so we'll make do what we got, and we'll just have like some extra potions. Another one of these just in case, and some of that. Fair enough. Magical attack, magical. Yeah, let's go for it. That's the way in. A larger-than-life character doesn't dwell on the details. Yep, figured that much. Oh, monsters now, it's not random battles, they now appear in the overworld. Also, the whole party now appears on the world map with you. That's great. Square Enix are pretty big on that. Like, Dragon Quest has it. Like, of course, Freeze and Final Fantasy don't have that sort of thing. So I guess it's only natural now that this would pick that up. Yep, Brave and Default, special moves. Only set because he's special. Oh, we should probably take out the big lad.
To arms.
We should work on patching up Dell. I was kind of hoping for like more of a cursor than a glow effect, but that's fine. Like, I know where I am now. God, that's fancy. You only had a fire, so just fuck it, crack on. See how you do.
Check this out. That was a good one.
Here I go.
Oh yeah. Ah, hell, try it. Why not? That bomb. Elvis needs healing.
Let me see.
Does that feel better?
Oh, thanks for bailing me out. You rang?
Really, I just want this
Away,
orc dead first.
Pow!
There we go.
Another one bites the dust.
Here I go. Ha.
Wait for it.
He's going for it. He decided to use 2 of his things.
Be healed. Ah, much better. I'm up, huh?
Slit him up.
Right, let's see. Come and get her. Plenty more where that
Ah,
came
they're weak
from.
to fire.
Guess it's my turn.
Alright. Go at. Fuck it, go fuck wild.
Nice. I felt that.
Did you feel it?
Sorry, pal.
Did you really feel it?
This feels good.
Yeah.
New powers flow within me.
Hooray!
Woo! I like what I'm seeing here.
Nah, he has ice. Hey.
We've got the upper hand.
The music
guys.
is really good as well. I should say.
You rang?
Let's see how that fares.
Come and get her.
That's what I
Right
was
in the
hoping
soft
for.
bits. Away and boil your heat. Hoo-ha! That had to
To
hurt.
arms. I must endure.
Here I go. On to the next one.
I'm up, huh? Yeah! Sorry! Don't take it personally.
I can't wait till they get like they're scaling up to like 32 hits for like attack command. So it's just like the fucking like super fidgeting one thing.
Okay, what's the plan?
The plan is beat the shit out of it.
Too easy.
My
Hey.
powers grow yet greater.
I'm gonna guess they've like weighted the. It's something I'm actually curious about if this will. I don't think the demo will have it, but if the main game will have like the series, I guess tradition of letting you directly fuck with experience and job points and the money gain. Like Bravely Seconds was scaled back a bit from Bravely Defaults. Well, hell. But you know, I did kind of enjoy Bravely Default's level of control on that.
No big deal.
Well, that's aggravating.
Well, what's next, I wonder?
Actually, no, you default so we can like shred that
Let me
fucking
see.
work. Let's really make you go into negative. So we can do this. Nah, you can't group cast that. That's aggravating. Oh, resist. Nah, take that away. There we go.
Let me help you. Sorry to be a pain.
Guess it's my turn.
Might need to do that at some point, but no, I just work on the rules.
Right on the money.
They're vulnerable to physical hits? Well, that's tragic. Or just vulnerable to him. For whatever reason.
Right, let's see. Ha! Away and boil your heat. Ah, you didn't like that, did you? Sorcery. Ooh, right in the soft bits.
Is the grind for
Okay then.
Anomaly or grind for Bravely? Alright, okay. Just end his
Sorry,
life.
pal.
Since he does so much
To
damage.
arms. Be healed.
How much does that decay by?
Cheers.
Not by too much. Like, it's still like a percentage split, yeah, but I think that worked out in our favor.
It's nothing.
No big deal.
Well, what's next, I wonder? Time to take a step back.
Here I go. That was a good one. It's nothing.
Oh no, he's dying.
I got another one.
Slaughtered.
Very well.
Let me help you.
Right, they use the in after this to get their MP back. At least until I buy out a whole pile of ethers.
Oh, aye.
Hell, you might as well find it.
Fire your heat. Hoo-ha! That had to come and get her.
It's fire.
Another one bites the dust.
We're done already.
I do love Elvis's voice.
One must never stop learning.
Fucking mice are dust.
Hey, new tricks, eh?
There's one wolf help. Alright, let's get you back to. Actually, there's a... I'm glad this is back. I love these like the optional side party things. Oh, right, yeah, right. I remember now. No, you're right. Like, it's like fucking. I forgot about that because in those games I never really used it. Whenever it happened, it was a nice thing to have because I just equipped everyone according to class more than actual utility. Like hitting physical weaknesses anyway. Elvis, you're just a drunk. It's not that you're old, it's that you've wrecked your body. I already like these dipshits. I think really the only like I object to like maybe Seth's voice and that's about it. Please come back. There we go. Get juiced up because I wanted to kill her on the magic. I wish I like bought like an R2 ether so I can actually use them in fights and shit, but that well. Off we go. Did you not hit it?
Let's stay focused.
Yeah, no. Ah well.
It's nothing.
Here I go.
No fear.
More from murmurs.
May sorcery strike you down.
Yeah, not very powerful. I suppose that's the cost of being a sub job. Yeah, you default your shit up.
You rang?
What happens when you do all?
Away and fire your heat.
Yeah, so never like that. Figures.
You're not messing around. I'm up, huh?
Put a potion on him. He's dying.
Let's see now.
Just to help while getting his health back up. Yeah, that would be nice if, like, you know, if they have a Brave to R, just like have default to L then. It would let things go just that bit faster and you can just go like menuing a bit speedier. seems like a curious oversight, but if they're listening to like feedback for this one as they have done for all this entire series of demos and a lot of other Square Enix games, I hope enough people mention that they just do it.
That was a close one, eh? No big deal.
Next, I wonder.
Does it have the auto battle? I guess, and if it does, it's not here. Yeah, no, hitting the buttons doesn't seem to just pop it up. So this has the auto battle, it's, yeah. Now repeat is this, which you can just let you automatically select the last thing you did. Which is actually very nice. It's nice to have it when you just want to spam one thing over and over again with that guy. And speaking of, I do. And it does remember that it was a group target as well.
It's nothing.
Speed through his attacks a bit.
Ow! No fear.
Sorry, pal.
Should have used her extra BP. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna kill this next turn. So you might as well set about patching these up. They are, yes, the enemies are using their like default thing of using BP and stuff a lot more than they used to. Which means they're putting out damage a lot more than they used to as well.
I needed that.
Be healed.
Although I wonder how much of that is also just this demo, considering the stress that this was explicitly set up for it.
Perhaps this might help.
Doing good.
That might be Chris going live with Animal Crossing for the day.
Eat sorcery.
Eat sorcery!
Where that came from.
I really wish I could just keep his English voice while using everyone else's Japanese voices. I really do. I fucking love Elvis. Ah, you cheaty bugger. So if an enemy's already running at you.
Let's have it.
Oh well, fuck me then.
To arms.
So you're gonna... You're him.
Does that feel better?
The other two are gonna default. Elvis is just gonna go fuck wild. I think that's the plan.
Right. Let's see.
Fuck wild. Do it. Burn them all to shit. Just murder them all.
Away and bile your heat. Hoo-ha! I had to come and get her.
Or at least do enough damage to melt them all down to nothing.
Oh, another one bites the dust. Come and get her. You didn't like that, did you? Yeah.
No big deal. Guess it's my turn.
Yep, same deal. Fuck it. Sword the living show.
All right. Yeah. On to the next one.
Hardly worth the bother.
That's what part of like what makes the Brave default system so fucking good. On top of being able to like stack up points to just use all your moves as much as you can and then still be able to do like more actions next turn safely. When you see like, you know, stuff you can that's very problematic but you could fix if you could just take extra moves in a single turn, just fuck it, go for broke, burn all your moves like right away and just end a problematic fight before it even begins. I think we only have like 4 pelts now? Yes. That's nice of it. Is this wolf spawn zone? Hey.
Okay, let's do this.
I wish it potioned up in between these. Alright, well, you know, second burst, same as the first.
That was nothing.
That was a good one. It's nothing. Ha! Hit him where it hurts.
The counters at least won't kill him
Right
before
on the money. No big deal.
a turn that matters comes up. Hopefully.
Hit him where it
Here I
hurts.
go.
Honestly, also just do it.
Very well.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. It took me a second to realize that. You're right. You do all your actual team commands individually instead of setting everyone to go and then watching the turn play out. Which kind of gives it like a bit more dynamism, I suppose.
Let me help you.
I owe you one. No big deal.
You rang?
Oops. Elvis goes fuck wild.
Come and get her! How? Another one bites the dust. Eat sorcery. Plenty more where that came from. Come and get her! How? Another one bites the dust.
Oh, did you underestimate us?
That is a good point as well. Because it is more dynamic, but that's also more important. When your healer goes, they're gonna go. You're not about to be sniped right before you can save them or a teammate. So I think that system generally works better. Before they jump us, because they might. It's actually like potion everyone up. I know. I just noticed he's carrying a wee torch.
Let's see what you're made of, eh?
Dragon Quest 11. That's interesting. It switched hard work depending on what mode you're in.
You rang?
Be cheeky.
Away and bile your heat. Ah, you didn't like that, did you? Get her. Plenty more where that came from.
Here I go. Ah!
Okay then.
Honestly, I probably could just like
Sorry, pal.
neither of these two just brave like fucking ended the fight before they actually got hits and anything about it, but it's not the fight, it's against tiny shitlings that you need to worry about it. That's actually a lot of damage for a white mage to throw off.
Yes, I've got another one.
Looks like we did it.
Which is good, that means we can just use her physically anytime we don't need her to heal. Yeah, no, I don't see that. Like, yeah, like, enemies can put like a fair bit of damage, but like, it's not hard. If you just manage your shit properly, you don't get overconfident and actually like remember to go back to town when you need to, it's fine. It's, you know, it's a resource management game, it's fine. Give me that shit. And I think they're also just not doing what I'm doing and just like going fuck wild raving on shit fights. Cause like for the big like 3 goblin 3 wolf fight, yeah, as shown, if you just brave of Elvis immediately and just set fire to everything, the fight's a non-issue. Yeah, you burn through all his like MP for that, but that fight only also appears to be going over there to fight wolves. And like the orcs do hit very hard, but you know, brave once with Elvis, double blizzard, and it fucking dies. Focus all your shit on it to kill it. Just remember the whole beat to sprint. Kind of fucks with me because he does move faster, but his animation doesn't look any different when you're doing like the whole beat to sprint. Like, he is moving faster, but it's just it doesn't look it. All or nothing. We fight like men. With bravery and nothing else.
Okay, let's do this.
I do like those animations when the enemies come in. Alright, well, seeing as you actually can do fair damage, you might as well.
Here I go. Ah! Oh, did I hit her?
Oh, he's weak to daggers too. So what the hell were they? like the people on Twitter, what were they complaining about then? Because the orc was weak to daggers. You got 2 dagger users, like, fucking. The goblin's going for it.
No big deal.
Yeah. I would sometimes try to give like the healer like backup like attack magic and shit, but for the most part, yeah, they were basically dedicated support. I think later on I basically give them like healer abilities plus who was it? I forget what. I might have given in Brave Default 1, I think I might have given the White Mage like Knight abilities or something. It's like something just for extra beef essentially.
Sorcery!
Oh, we didn't even need this yellow one.
Away and boil your heat! Aye, that'll do nicely. Eat sorcery! Plenty more where that came from.
That was a bit overkill for our MP, but otherwise, yeah. It's a done deal. That's always the struggle of playing these again from the start, is like you don't have all the meta combinations and like endgame powers you built up. That's some activation range for that. For these guys. I'll be with you in a second. Alright, so as long as they're not actively seeing you, you can strike from the front and it's fine.
well.
Or maybe that's just a nighttime thing, who knows. Default, because there's 2 orcs, you might need to do that. You 2 for that matter.
I shall prevail.
Good call, as it turns out. Alright. Yeah, that's actually a good thing. Only the party leader actually matters for like enemy contact and stuff. Which is very, very nice. So you get the nice visual of the whole party running on the world map without it actually being a problem.
Found your Achilles heel. Where that came from?
To arms.
Slip them up.
Brutally effective. Wonderful. Your tale ends here.
Eat sorcery!
Sorcery.
That'll do nicely. Come and get her! You didn't like that, did you?
No, they didn't.
Okay, all right. Sorry, pal. On to the next one.
Here's just going with the extra one, just to knock him out before he gets potentially moving again. So now he's going to be a mile past.
Very well. Another foe vanquished.
Oh, did you underestimate us?
Out of curiosity, because it is just sticking out to me now you're saying that someone was like, it's very hard. Was that someone who played the previous Bravely games, or is this their first and they were not very sure what they're doing with like the Brave default system and the jobs and all the rest of it? Pardon me. I want to attack the chest. I don't fucking know. Alright, so it's just randoms, okay, fair enough.
You're in for a treat.
Allow me.
Yeah, you also.
Okay.
I do love that, just doing a war cry when he goes full out.
Away and boil your heat. Ooh, right in the soft bits.
Yeah,
Sorcery.
probably just that, honestly. someone who didn't pay attention to like, the fucking systems or anything. Because why would you dignify a game with, you know, actually engaging with its systems or anything? You should be able to just slap buttons and win. It's like that fucking dipshit with the Final Fantasy VII remake demo. It's like, I have to attack and then heal and move and attack and move at the same time. It's like, yeah, you have to play the game and engage with its mechanics. I'm gonna miss when, like, the job points won't come in as nicely as this, or like the job point requirements aren't really as low as this. Get. Oh, that's unfortunate.
This isn't good, is it?
Here I go.
I mean, we still went first, so set him up.
Oh, did I hit a wrong nerve? Yes, I got another one.
Oh. He gives emotional support to his friends.
Ha! Brutally effective.
Away and bile your heat! How? Another one bites the dust. Come and get her! Plenty more where that came from.
We're done already.
Oh, 2 ethers, excellent. I was getting tanked today. Yeah, I don't know. You can just hold down B and sprint away from them. That's amazing. Hey, our chat. That's right. Hang on. We got that shield. That's fine. If I understood that right, was that? Yeah, okay, I see. It's a Sahagin. Water. Be a bit testy about these, just in case they can like tear us a new one. I do like being able to angle the camera like this in the overworld so you can actually see like vantage points and shit around you. Not necessarily for getting lost or whatever, just for like scoping shit out. We're just rooting around for treasure chests at this point, really. Let's see if there's anything tucked away around here. Ooh. You know what?
We've got the upper hand, guys.
Yeah, that was a bad idea, huh?
You must get up.
It looked like a bad idea. Now we know for sure it's a bad idea. On yourself.
This should do it.
Sorry to trouble you.
Lend us your power.
And for good measure.
Eat sorcery. Away and bile your heat.
Yeah, probably not going to do too well here.
Come and get her. I had to away and bile your heat. Ah, you didn't like that, did you?
What's the plan? Yeah!
Plan is probably going to be run away.
There's more where that came from.
The badgers. I like that there's an actual fucking magnifying glass there. I'm more concerned with the sheer meat that they seem to have rather than the... Oh, okay.
Come on. No big deal.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Very well. Be healed.
Here I go.
That's probably not too wise, I'm being honest. Let me see. Absolutely. That's very little damage, but Elvis might be able to gank it next turn if this doesn't kill him. Or this doesn't. That's gonna kill Seth. Or Adele.
Sorry.
He's one turn out.
This'll do it.
All right. Let's go again.
That's not a pleasant sight.
Yeah. Let me help you.
Phew, that was a close one,
Be
eh?
healed.
Thanks, you saved my bacon there.
We are going to run back to town crying after this. That's fun. Fuck world. I believe in you, Seth. Seth? September. God damn you. Oh, that's not good.
This isn't good! No!
Rip.
No way!
It's nothing.
Something must be done.
Oh, he goes down again, he goes down, and then we're just kind of fucked. I wish to end that. There we go. That's a bit fiddly.
Perhaps this might help.
Right! Time for a
Let me
spot
help
of
you.
revenge! Feeling good? I'm back in the game!
What's the plan? There's more where that came from. Sorry. Don't take it personally.
Adele goes fuck wild.
Found you. There's more where that came from.
Why is that one much beefier?
No.
Crikey!
No way.
Here goes nothing!
Just cast until it dies. You don't have all the magic for that. Alright, we'll beat it with sticks until it dies.
Sorcery! Hoo-ha! That had to hurt! Boil your heat! Ooh, right in the soft bits!
Not enough MP by one.
Ah!
You will regret your impertinence.
Fuck it, all out. I picked this stupid fight, I'll win
May
it.
sorcery strike you down. Wonderful. Heed my call. We all have our weaknesses. Your days are numbered. Wonderful. Heed my call. Ha! Brutally effective.
I don't know what brutally.
Oh, may have misjudged that one!
Come on.
Jesus.
Pay for this.
Alright, it's all on you, Seth.
Going all in.
Woohoo!
Nice.
I'm not confident. Yeah, I think we're boned. Yep. Don't pick fights with wasps. Right. How far back did that put me? Because I didn't consciously save. Do we still have side quest? Yeah, the bees were too beefy. That's what I get for wandering to like the far corner of the map. Vanguard. Everyone's like back a job level, I think. Won't be too hard to make up. Oi. Oi.
We've outmaneuvered them.
Right, let's see.
Yeah, he doesn't have
Eat sorcery.
fire anymore. We'll get that back in short order.
Get her. Ooh, right in the soft bits.
Okay then. I'm going all in. Sorry, pal.
Why are you saying sorry, pal? I didn't realize that.
We all have our weaknesses. Your tail
I do
ends
love
here.
that they have like voice
Another
lines
foe vanquished.
for just going completely fuck wild when you like mash like all the way up to like max brew. It's great, you can just have max advantage forever and just bully the shit out of enemies.
Oh, what's next, I wonder? Oh, aye! Come and get her! Ooh, right in the soft bits. Away,
I love you, Elvis.
You didn't like that, did
Here
you?
I go. All right. Sorry, pal.
To arms.
So let him up there, Gloria.
Another foe vanquished. Our quest must go on. Is always rewarded.
This is also quite nice because these things are dropping ethers, which means the mages will be able to go completely fuck wild with. I didn't hit him in time. Go completely fuck wild with like magic,
Allow me.
or at least you know we'll make up all the magic points we'll use.
We all
Might as well
have our
distribute it all
weaknesses.
evenly.
How very satisfying. Ha! Brutally effective. I do like it when that happens.
Come and get her! Plenty more where that came from. Away, by
That's probably up the freelancer tree, which I wouldn't have yet. I probably should just like actually play it out as that, but yeah, I went straight for these jobs, so
Don't take it personally.
Did you see that? This armor made.
One must
purify them.
This is interesting.
All good, all good. Oh, pardon me. That's true. That's true enough. Let's have a look. Ooh. Yes, indeed. So everyone's main job is the freelancer, and then bully these things a bit. Actually, we'll do it all in rotation at least. Yeah, percent based, which is nice. We'll put you as like freelancer first, since your turns are currently the least valuable. Hey. Hang on.
Ha! Looks like luck's on our side.
let me see.
What am I doing? Yeah, right.
I do like it when that happens. Wonderful.
I just love the speed of the attack animations. It's the same as the 3DS ones as well. It's just so nice. Think about it. Might as well examine these kids. Pardon me. Water. No, not water. Ice, I guess. Oh, it does say Blizzard's water. Well, there you go. They're rolled together in this one. I don't remember if they were rolled together in the other two. I think Ice was a distinct type in the other two.
All right then.
Right. Should have actually made him Hulk out with magic, but Had a brain fart.
Oh, did I hit a wrong nerve? Woohoo! All right, who's next? Sorry, don't take it personally.
No big deal. Guess it's my turn. On to the next one. All right.
We're done already?
There we go. Yeah, that's gonna fly in pretty quick. That's it. Okay. Someone's beeping on the, well, flashing on the computer. It was just a Windows 10 notice. Not that he really needs it, but he might as well. Ah, fucker. Yeah. That was it, because it really pushed the, because you know, one of the first classes you get was Chariot, doesn't it? Which whole thing was like equipping multiple weapons and all. So the idea was, you know, like massive risk reward, but stuff tends to do so much damage, you're just kind of like, yeah, that's just not. Unless you were like a fucking ninja and had like, or had someone ninjing so they could give themselves the dodge everything once, a bit status effect, or whatever other tactics. That was the one I used in really default. You find it interesting that they do have a little bit of level variance around themselves.
There's more where that came from.
They have like little different bits of HP.
Oh, did I hit a wrong nerve? That was a good one.
Let's see.
I don't think you really need the follow-up, honestly.
Eat sorcery. Plenty more where that came from.
Here I go.
I never actually, like, yeah, finishing the game. I never actually realized that playing either of them. I always kept forgetting about swapping equipment in fights. Yeah, thought occurs. You could. Only at least attack, weapon, and shield, and at least in this demo anyway. So I guess in theory you could do that. You could just swap it, put on 2 shields. Just swap them on your turn and then go. Then Hulk out after you default them.
I felt that. All right. On to the next one.
To arms.
Did you? I don't remember. I never actually used 2 shields, but from the night. Okay, fair enough. And just the 1 shield in.
We must not grow complacent.
We're done already.
Onwards and upwards.
The Mining Road. Where is? Want to check how far we need to go? Only one more of that one. We're good. I think I'll just give it to him and let him be dedicated MP restore man, seeing as everyone else are the real damage dealers for this. You're not special, Seth.
We have the upper hand.
Knock out the back first, honestly.
On to the next one. Sorry, pal.
Let me see. We all have our weaknesses. Wonderful.
I think after this, we'll put him back in his Vanguard job and then we'll go into the ruin.
Away and bile your heat. Ah, you didn't like that, did
Here
you?
I go. I got another one. All right, who's next?
do kind of wonder if there's something off behind the bees, or if it's just to discourage you going too far, and the demo just made things like that way very powerful before you hit an invisible wall. Perspective is a wee bit fucky.
Watch out, guys.
To arms! My light knows no bounds! We all
Distribute around everyone there.
I do like it when that
Well, what's
happens.
next, I wonder?
Yeah, area fucker.
Plenty more where that came from.
Come and get it! On to the next one. All right. On to the next one.
Oh, it's just a big power.
There it is.
I get more awesome.
Alright. There we go. Alright, where's those ruins? Pardon me. We do have a fuck ton of money, but we might as well. I may regret this if I like go out and buy beefier weapons or whatever. But that's what the load's for. How does he do? Oh. I feel like calling something in a desert sand swept is just kind of redundant. Like, you're a desert, everything here is sand swept, ruins or not. People of Savalon suck at naming things. Is he? He's the weirdest aristocrat I've seen. Of course, princesses never have self-confidence. You cannot change camera angle in the dungeons, notably. Probably so you can't cheat anything.
Come on then, let's have it.
It's fucking the old rabbit rats. Rat bit.
Eat
Better or worse
sorcery.
than rabbites.
Hoo-ha! That had to
All
hurt.
right then. Sorry. Don't
You
take
probably
it personally.
could just go fuck wild on these ones as well, but
Let me.
that's the sort of shit I'd watch.
I'm going all in.
Good job. Good job, sir.
All right.
Alright, beefier than the lad
Let
on.
me see.
Does that feel better?
Here I go. Yeah, I got another one. Well,
I do like that dissolve effect for slaying things though. Hey, someone's playing arms. Nintendo's job, like Nintendo's plan worked. Oh, it's the Hellbees.
I shall show no mercy.
Alright, well, hopefully it's like, not hell level.
sorcery.
It did. It was a very good. It was a very good game.
Adam!
Yeah. Let's sell that. You know that is like as much HP as the hell ones outside did.
No big deal.
That was
Okay, so now the bees are just hell no matter what. Suppose that's fair.
Let's see now.
Allow me. Lend us your power.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's nothing. Damn it!
These things actually do hit very hard. Well done.
They got me.
Yeah, I think we're due have to go back to.
There's nothing.
I think we just do not have the armor for these things. More than anything, 'cause we are still using the base shit, and there's a whole shop of stuff to buy. Honestly, yeah, actually, probably should just lag it.
No!
Well,
We've got it. No way.
well.
Something must be done. There is no need for mindless heroics.
He's an animation for being dead while still being the party leader. That's great. You're okay, Seth. This demo was actually a lot beefier than I was expecting. I don't just mean that in terms of enemies hitting you, I mean actually in length. Oops. What time is it? I may not even finish it, honestly. It's not 5:30, and I do want to get in a bit of Animal Crossing shit, if only just because. Nothing in it's like exactly critical to the show, it's just stuff I can do afterwards anyway, but I do just kind of want to stream it, because why not? I suppose that makes sense, because it was stressing, it was really stressing at the start of the demo, this about adapting to, like, you know, teaching and adapting to the combat system and shit, so it makes sense that they want to, like, really push the length of it, well, push the length of it, you know, like, really make you actually deal with your job system and equipment and all the rest of it. I want you to get amongst it. What do we have? Yeah, you. Actually, 4 black mages. I don't know, she can use it too, sure she might as well. We already have a mithril dagger on the party, we just have to actually give it to Adele. So you can afford this. Also could give her a shield as well while we're at it. Mystic Hood, that would do better for... We're out of money after this. The R2 could use that though. Poppy Reed, exhibit. It's her weapon. The minute caps, we're only like 20. These two sorted. And a helmet for your lad, but we don't have the money for that, so... Where are these? he could wear that. I don't think anyone else really has. Suppose they could, just about. But Gloria couldn't. And you equip you with that. You don't have a shield, but I mean, you really need one. It will give you chance of being targeted as a whole stat. That's funny. For giggles, why not? Alright, because they're gear. Kick them up a bit. Yeah, it is. Oh, you must have seen it already. Just notice he's an S for axes. Oh. There's actually quite a bit to get into with this, though. I think from here it's basically just getting money for armor, and then maybe like an R2. I mean, you get the levels just from getting the money anyway. And then, you know, being able to withstand the bees, and you could actually get through to the boss.
Let's put the boot in.
Very well.
Gonna have her just beat shit again, but she has a stat. You know what? These aren't gonna be like they need much intervention, so you might as well see. That's appreciable damage for a staff. Beating noise.
Come and get it. Sorry, pal.
That's such much damage. She's got Riz, Revenge, and Blizario.
We've got the upper hand, guys.
The enemies, like, visuals kind of remind me of the look of the Link's Awakening remake. It's that same sort of, like, how would you describe it? It's kind of that same sort of toy look, I guess? That's such much more damage, it's not even funny. He's basically killing these things himself. Yeah, the equipment really is... They really are pushing you to, like, get amongst it. When you have double knife, you hit the knife weakness a lot more. All occurs. Is this the stat screen? I do like the art style drawings of them up there. Oh, it is here. Well, not the text language, but that is there. There's a one-handed mode. You can default to walk around. I think I'd leave it on walk, because the walk speed is actually fairly fast. Let's have a listen. Seth is a lot deeper and more serious sounding. Like, goddamn. Elvis sounds a lot more like just slick than he does comical jackass, at least in battle.
手に集え順調順調
私の番です
Yep, she sounds about to see him.
まだまだ
Beat them with a rock.
やりましたはあ気を抜いてはいけません余裕ね
That's funny. It made Seth sound a lot more like I guess young and carefree in English than he is in Japanese. American voice directors, I tell you what.
腕が鳴るわそれでは守りを固めます
我が輩の番だな魔力がみなぎるよし聞いてるぞ排除させてもらおうまだまだ行くぞ力がみなぎる
I think he will take everything right. We're just not getting to Adele's turn.
次だよし祝杯をあげんとな
I think we'll do another one trying to hear like Adele's voice, and then I might call because we've been at it for an hour and a half. It's not like half 5. I was like planning to go about as far as 5 and 6.
先手を取ったぞ
さて守りを固めます
そうするとしよう力がみなぎる
さて会心の出来だわ弱点はここね次は
Yeah, she sounds about the same more or less.
余裕でしたね
Like somewhat cocky and teasy. Yeah, I think just for the length of it, that's gonna be this here. I might even come back and stream the rest of the demo. Not tonight, but like at some point. See how we do. I think for now that'll be it. We'll do a wee bit of Animal Crossing just to show off how the town's coming, I guess, and zoom in already. We'll just save here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I really like that. It's pretty much revisit Chris. Is he actually like he is streaming. He did just start streaming. He wants you on his friend list. Oh yeah, because he wants to do all that. Yep, we could. We'll do the weird thing of just streaming me, like visiting his thing in the middle of his stream. But yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I really like that. It basically is, at least from here, it really is just, you know, it's bravely default and bravely second, but with grander, you know, just grander scale and production values. There are some like neat little changes, like the overworld enemies, which is just plain nice. Being able to see like your whole party run around with you on the overworld stuff. It is just generally this grander scale, grander production value, bravely, and that's good shit. Alright, let's get shuffling over to animals.